Hello YouTube, I'm Miranda Spencer-McKinnon, and on this page we are going to be focused on the accounting framework and all the intricacies that a finance and accounting professional would need to, and also leader will need to pay attention to, related to the accounting framework, related to the internal control mechanisms, related to really the link between accounting and finance, and also navigating the seasons of transitions within the accounting framework. For years, I have been at the foundation of the accounting framework, and based on the problems that I've solved, based on the concerns that I always raise, and based on the results produced, I just realized that I had to get back into full-time consulting, because in true full-time consulting, I had an opportunity to help finance and accounting leaders protect their interests, protect the interests of the accounting framework, and protect the interests of every stakeholder related to the accounting framework and how it affects the goals, objectives and targets of any business, organization, or operation. When I came across Howard Coonley's quote, "The executive of the future will be rated by his ability to anticipate his problems rather than to meet them as they come," that was a statement that transformed the way I really viewed the foundation of the accounting framework and its effect on leadership. A leader is responsible for everything. They say everything rises and falls on leadership. Now, at the leadership levels within the accounting framework, the leaders are handling reporting. They're not handling the data. So if there's any challenge related to the data, if there's any challenge related to, approvals, if there's any challenge within the accounting framework, the leader is they're ultimately responsible. And what I've realized is the more proactive you are in accounting, the more you understand the intricacies that produce the desired results, the more you understand the little details that can derail the plans or produce success, the more you're in a position to incorporate and consider those intricacies during strategic planning. What we have to be very focused on related to the accounting framework is really setting the foundation up for success, because the foundation has to support every other level internally and externally. So if there's any challenge, again, it will create an effect on others internally and externally. When we think about accounting and the role that it plays in business, Warren Buffett stated that it is the language of business. So accounting needs to speak accurately, it needs to speak consistently, it needs to speak a language that is attractive to the shareholders, the investors, the reporting bodies, the auditors. Everything about the foundation of the accounting framework has to be focused on its effect on every other level internally and externally. So when I started, outlining what I would want to focus on this page, I realized we need to focus on, first off, the processes, the money coming in and the money going out, the entry points. We need to talk about talent acquisition and retention. We have to focus in on client and customer acquisition, ascension, and retention through accounting. Because if you're working in an accounting intensive environment, accounting is going to play a bigger role related to the success of your operations and, just within, that business. So you have to think about all the intricacies proactively, how to make sure the checklists are effective, how to ensure the parallels are meeting the needs during the seasons of transitions, how to make sure that you're setting that framework up for success and making sure that everyone within the framework understands what their roles are and how to really, increase the value they provide within their roles and responsibilities. Another thing we started to think about was how could a finance and accounting leader proactively protect their interests and their legacy, of leadership. And that was all about awareness, increased awareness. You cannot change anything that you're not aware about. You cannot, consider key details if you're not aware of those intricacies. So that is why I'm just focused on the foundation of the framework. That's my lane. That's my niche. The foundation, it doesn't matter the sector or the industry. Once you're dealing with a high volume of transactions and you're dealing with pain points, that's where I provide value. effective root cause analysis, resolution speed, and really the proactive approach to the accounting framework and its effect on every other level internally and externally. Before I leave off of this video, I want you to remember that you can increase value no matter where you're placed in accounting. If you're at the foundation, you can increase the value you provide at every other level with a deep understanding of what you're doing at implementation. If you're at the approval levels and you're the reporter of the final figures, you can increase the value through a deeper understanding of the intricacies at the foundation, because it's going to help you with your approval checklist and how to really look for the needles in the haystack. If you're an accounting or finance leader, a deeper understanding and awareness related to the foundation of the accounting framework is going to transform every decision, every solution you implement, and also every investment you make within the accounting framework. We're going to catch up some more. Always feel free to email info@objectiveaccounting.com. The next video we're going to be focused on 5 areas and 5 factors that really set an accounting framework up for success. And we're going to talk about the strategy and the tactics in that video. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. Have a great one.